Hey everyone, DCF here. I'm back a week after picking up Ceedee Lamb in the first round of the 2020 NFL Draft. I let it settle this week. I let it, sink in. I saw the pick from a different perspective, different view, all that. I'm going to cheat a little bit today. Already popped open a Coke. Throwback DC fan, what I would, cram 3 of these in one fucking video. This video is going to be mainly focusing on the whole Ceedee Lamb shit and like the whole situation with the 88 thing that no one fucking cares about. And here it is. I'm very glad to say that after letting this pick sink in, viewing it from a different perspective, hearing what other people had to say about it, I'm glad to say that I fucking love the pick. This was an A+ pick for us. Okay, and let me explain, because there's probably still some Cowboys fans who are pissed about not taking, a defensive player that we needed to address in the first round. I get where you're coming from, and I get it. I made those exact same arguments, when we first got him in my reaction video. But you got to understand that we had no choice. We actually had no choice but to pick Ceedee Lamb because of the politics within the division that surrounded this pick. And let me explain. Ceedee Lamb, the best wide receiver in the draft, everyone said going into it. The best wide receiver in the draft should have went top 5, should have went top 10, should have went top 15. Somehow, this golden goose just lands right on our fucking lap. Okay? We have this golden goose fell from the heavens right on top of our lap. And here's this creepy, fucking disgusting, grimy bastard right behind us, breathing down our necks. Breath is so fucking hot, you probably couldn't even guess the amount of Philly cheesesteaks that fat motherfucker has been eating. If we were to pass up on that golden goose, that dude would have got him, the Philadelphia Eagles. And guess what? If they would have got him, man, there would have been hell to pay for the next 4 years minimum. Ceedee Lamb Ceedee Lamb falling all the way to the 17th pick, that put us in a very, very awkward position. Ceedee Lamb falling to number 17 put our backs up against the wall. And it's not his fault. He couldn't fucking control that. I'm not implying that whatsoever. But that's just what happened. That's the card he was dealt with. That was the card that we were dealt with. Our backs were pressed up against the wall. And so we had no choice but to pick him up. Okay? Yeah, there's probably going to be hell to pay in the next season for not, going with a defensive back in the first round. There's probably going to be hell, some hell to pay for that, for sure. But there would have been way, way more hell to pay if we were to not pick up Ceedee Lamb and let him fall to the Philadelphia Eagles. We could not afford that, okay? And it made a lot more sense to me from that perspective. With my initial reaction, I was pissed off about it because Unga Bunga caveman brain, Ceedee Lamb equal wide receiver equal offense no equal defense, Unga Bunga, Ooga Booga, this was a bad pick. No, it wasn't a bad pick. it was the smartest pick we could have made because it means that we have Ceedee Lamb and the Philadelphia Eagles fucking don't. So, I mean, that dude, if they were to get Ceedee Lamb with whatever they picked, they had, 20, 21? That would have been their fucking wet dream come true. And we could not afford that to happen. Okay? So, Cowboys fans, I understand why you're still pissed off because we didn't get a defensive player. I totally get it. I have mixed feelings about this pick. Obviously, I love Ceedee. I'm not taking anything away from Ceedee Lamb as a player. He's a great fucking, athlete. But what I just don't like about this pick is the circumstances that surrounded it, because we had no other choice but to take Lamb. And you got to think about it this way as well. Are you really going to pass up on this golden goose, let him fall to the Philadelphia Eagles, so that way you could have the fourth or the fifth best available cornerback in the draft? That just doesn't make any sense to me. Or are you going to pass up on Ceedee Lamb so that you could get the best safety in the draft, who, by the way, didn't even come off the board until day 2? That doesn't make any sense to me either. So why would you just blatantly, purposely shoot yourself in the foot? Give up this golden goose that just fell perfectly into your lap for a $5 bill just laying on the ground. Does that make sense? That's not really a fair trade. They get the best wide receiver, but hey, we get the fourth or the fifth best, the fourth or fifth best corner or a safety that wasn't even drafted until day 2. We went with the best available player, and that was probably Jerry learning his lesson from, passing up on Randy Moss. Who knows? So, A+ pick. Fuck you, Past Hunter, for saying that this was a terrible pick. You have unga bunga stinky brain. So, I love the pick. It was a smart decision on our end. And I don't mean to sound like, oh, it's such a burden we couldn't draft a defensive player because the best wide receiver in the draft just had to fall to us at the 17th pick. Listen, Ceedee Lamb falling to us is, in every sense of the word, a blessing. That is huge for this team, but it's also a very, very minimal, what's the word? It's also an inconvenience to us because we have all these holes that we need to fill in, and some of them are first round needs, and we couldn't do it because of the whole politics of the NFC East. But in this case, we focused on not what our biggest needs are, but we focused on what the best interest of the team is. And not getting burned, potentially, by Ceedee Lamb twice a year, every fucking year, for the next 4 years minimum, is absolutely the best interest for this team. So Cowboys fans who are still pissed off at it, yes, I understand where you're coming from. And if you still have that opinion, that's totally fine. But I hope that you can at least be open-minded enough to acknowledge why we had to go this route. We had no other choice but to go this route. So, again, I love the fucking pick. It was a smart decision on our end. If we were to pass up on Ceedee Lamb to take a safety or to take a corner, I'm telling you, that would have been the biggest mistake that this team would have made since promoting Jason Garrett to head coach. That's just the way I see it, okay? Now, that being said, let's talk about this 88 business. So Cowboys fans are very upset. they're very pissed off. They're very heated about Ceedee Lamb, wearing number 88. This is the story, okay? He originally wanted to wear number 10, yeah? He originally wanted to wear number 10, and then Jerry Jones came out of nowhere and was like, no, you're going to wear number 88. So he was like, oh, okay. And so Cowboys fans are a bit pissed off by that. They think it's disrespectful to Dez Bryant. Really? Last time. So it's disrespectful to pick up a new number 88, but it's not disrespectful to us when we give him his his Megatron fucking money and he lays an egg the next, 3 seasons? The best season he had after getting that contract, I believe it was 2016, when he had, 8 touchdowns? When we paid him after the 2014 season, when I'm pretty sure he had 16 touchdowns. Correct me if I'm wrong on any of that, but Dez Bryant, listen, yeah, he had to adjust to new quarterbacks and shit, whatever. I'm not going to go off this tangent, but he's had multiple throws where he could have worked with. He did work with in the past, but he just fucking didn't. Injuries and shit slowed him down, and he was getting old. Fuck Dez Bryant, okay? Cowboys fans, pull your head out of the fucking 2014 sand and look up into 2020. Here, I'll give you a mask too. So, listen. People are saying that Jerry Jones forced the number 88 on Ceedee Lamb. I honestly don't see it that way. I see it more as, Ceedee Lamb, he's coming in as a rookie. He's being very courteous. He's, being very respectful, very humble. If you were picked in the first round by the Dallas Cowboys, would you stomp into the GM's fucking office and say, bitch, I want to wear number 88? No. You're not fucking entitled. You're not, special. You're not entitled to that number just because you're a wide receiver taken in the first round. That's not how that shit works, okay? Listen, dude. Ceedee Lamb, I think he was being very considerate I think he was being very respectful to Jerry Jones, not wanting that number right away, but I think he was being very considerate as well to Dez Bryant, because like a month ago or something, he was working out with Dak and Zeke. And so there were rumors going around that there was a possibility that Dez Bryant would return to the Dallas Cowboys. Yeah. And so I think he wanted to wear number 10 just in case they did decide to bring him back. But then I think Jerry Jones went over to him and was like, hey, it's cool. We have no intentions of bringing back Dez Bryant. Out with the old, in with the fucking new. We would be very excited if you were to wear this number. Now, Simus, I saw Simus's video and a few minutes of his live stream yesterday, yeah? And he says that Ceedee Lamb reached out to Drew Pearson, the original number 88, and he asked him for his blessing to wear that number, yeah? Now, I tried looking, I looked on Twitter, I looked on Google, I looked on NFL.com. I could not find anything anywhere that said that. So, Simus, if you're watching this, if you could please cite where you got that info from in the comments section, I would very much appreciate that. Because if that's true, that is very, very respectful of Ceedee Lamb to go out and do that. But yeah, about this whole Jerry Jones forcing that number, I really don't think that's the case. He insisted, sure, but I think it was just more like, we'd be very excited for you to wear this number. Don't worry about Dez. We don't really have any, desire. We don't really have any plans to bring him back. We want you to be the next big number 88. We want you to be the next guy, the next playmaker for us. We would love for you to wear this number. And so I think that's the way it happened. I don't know. There could be some news that comes out today that says the exact opposite, and is like, yeah, Jerry Jones was a manipulative piece of shit. Here's the text. He says, "Bitch, if you're not wearing this number, we're gonna fucking trade you over to Philly." There could be some shit like that. I don't know. That's a possibility, sure, but from my perspective, I don't think that's the way it happened. So that's just the way I see it. And Cowboys fans who have their heads stuck in the 2014 sand saying, oh, this is so disrespectful to Dez Bryant. Oh, I'm sorry. Are you going to cry? Are you going to piss your pants maybe? Maybe shit and cum? Oh, I'm sorry. You want me to show respect for Dez Bryant? Oh, here's me pouring out a little for our brother. Shut the fuck up. Nobody cares about Dez Bryant, okay? Dez Bryant is now returning to the NFL. Probably won't go to the XFL either. His fucking career is shot. It's done. Okay? It's been done for a long time now. So Cowboys fans, if you could stop dick teasing each other and giving each other blue balls about this whole Dez Bryant bullshit, quit being Dez apologists for a fucking second, and remember back in, 2017? Look at the chemistry those two had with each other. Dak Prescott and fucking Dez Bryant. Those two were horrible on the field together. Why? And there was clearly stress on both sides too. Why would you bring that back when we're trying to look forward and progress into the next big team potentially? Now that we actually have a legitimate shot, because Jerry is taking a step back. Listen, dude. Dez Bryant is in the past. Fucking get over it. This is Ceedee Lamb now. He's our number 88. If you have a problem with that, fuck off over to Philly. That's the way I see it. And listen, this isn't me just riding with whatever the team goes by because I'm a real fan or whatever. Ever since I started this channel, what was it? Fucking 5 years ago? Almost? Over the last 5 years almost being on YouTube, one of the things I've been criticized the most for is being so critical on this team. People have called me a fake fan. People have called me an undercover Eagles fan. Yeah, this is all just a ruse, to confuse and manipulate the 250 subscribers I have, and then one day I'll have a big reveal that I'm an Eagles fan, and the entire fucking world will blow up, right? And go, haha, I got you, funny meme. No. Anyways, if I'm being honest, going back on the real fans thing, the real fans, the true fans, you guys are like the fucking vegans of the Cowboys fan base. I swear to God. You guys like banter. I swear to God, dude. Policing each other. Oh, you better not criticize my team. Shut the fuck up. And anyways, that's my thoughts on the whole drama that's been going on. That's my thoughts on the Ceedee Lamb pick. Best pick we could have made. Wish we would have went defense, sure, but that's just a card that we were dealt with, and I'm gonna fucking ride with it. Ceedee Lamb is our guy. He's the next number 88. Hopefully he won't be a flop like Antonio Brown. Antonio Brown, what the fuck? Antonio Bryant, sorry, quarantine is fucking getting to me. I'm gonna finish this Coke. I'll see you guys next time, and peace.